This is from Ronnie from Providence Life Design. This is the part 2 to the video about all of the different questions and considerations you need to have for the structure that you are acquiring materials for. So I gave you the hypothetical. It was actually someone's real case scenario where they live in a 2-story home that is on the bay, it's on the water, and the second story is a wood frame. So because the second story is a wood frame, they have to be aware of weight. So to take that further, let's just say, for instance, she ended up choosing like a light thin towel, a porcelain or something like that. When you have to be weight conscious of what goes into the building materials for higher levels, there is thin sets that have less weight because that adds to the weight. A bag of thin set, if it comes in a 50-pound bag, you're laying it down on the floor, that's covering about 50 to 60 square feet. That's a 50-pound bag. So it's 50 pound plus your top. So it gets heavy. So there's a lighter product to lay down flooring with if it's tile. And then even lighter would be, some laminates. But in this case, because of where her house is physically situated, you wouldn't want to do the laminates because the laminates are wood-based. So the vinyl, the luxury vinyl, which is best, which is ideal, it's going to be a quick install. It's 100% waterproof. You don't have to worry about the damage and breaching that happens with installs. Installation is everything. So when you're doing laminates, they have the ones that are labeled like water resistant, right? So the water resistant, they have some kind of like threshold of time where water can physically be on it before it like stops doing whatever it is that it advertised. So some of them, it's like a 24-hour, 30-hour threshold of time where water can be on it. Now, in my opinion, and based on the complaints and having to help people to buy new material and forego whatever warranty came with laminate flooring, I think it is absolutely best to like not pay attention to that whole like water resistant. Like, let's forget about that. Like, don't try to wet mop this. You're going to put water resistant laminate, save it for your TV room. It doesn't have a refrigerator bar or AC running anywhere where it can, leak. Because the installation process itself, can cause breaching. Now, there's some of them where it's like a thick, it's literally like a thick tape that they put on the edge, on the tongue, that they put on the tongue and groove of the laminate. So that's not going to breach when they're like, installing it, banging it in with the mallet. But for the most case, depending on the brand, right? Some of them, they have to be eased in. They have to be laid. They have to kind of be sit on top of the other one and then wiggled in. Now, if your installer does not have the patience to do that, you could possibly have something on your hands that is going to breach itself. It tells you can wet mop it. You wet mopped it, or the baby went and like threw away his sippy cup, and then you have swollen floors and you don't know why. This is what I'm talking about. This is why it's a tricky material, and it's not my best. It's not something that I recommend. Usually when somebody buys where they have me source or help them do a design or help them pick out wood-based laminate, it is because they have their heart and soul and destiny attached and determined to use this product, okay? And then they feel that it's not going to be at any risk for water damage or leaking or AC leaking or whatever the case may be. So, it could be a bedroom, that is like not ensuite to a bathroom. And but you know, down here where I am, like, people live for their air conditioner. I don't even turn mine on, you know. I don't even turn mine on. I don't like living in such a an aesthetic, you know, an environment. I want my plants to feel comfortable, and I want to feel comfortable, and I want to use fresh air and breeze, you know. But there's some people, they live with their AC going all the time. Okay, through the winter months, through the summer months, the spring months. So, and they're the ones that come in and say, you know, my AC was leaking and I didn't know. Yeah, because whatever that 25-hour, 30-hour threshold of time that the water could stay on that product, you didn't even know that it was a leak. You see that? So, like, it's tricky. It's tricky. So, use either luxury vinyl, or if the structure can sustain and carry the weight of the thin set and the tile, I would recommend using plank. I love, you know, ceramic and porcelain wood plank. I foresee that product being here for a long time. It's not one of those things that are gonna like kind of like date itself, you know. For now, you know, I see that it is something that is going to be improved upon. Okay, where they're going to stop making thinner ones, stronger ones. Are you leaving? Oh, okay. Thinner ones, stronger ones, better inkjet, wood, grain, all of that. I see them improving it. You know what I mean? So it completely mixes and gets rid of the other product. It's the same thing that we did with decking, you know, in housing material. I remember when they started finding ways to like use recycled material, and anything you would use decking for, like if you wanted to put a fence, you wanted to put a deck out, you wanted to build a park bench, whatever, it's like it looked like wood, but it was really plastic, right? That it hasn't phased itself out for the sake of sustainability, okay, and green design. So I think for the sake of sustainability and green design, porcelain and plank is gonna just keep on riding the wave. It's an amazing product. So you know, keep in mind the kind of structure that you're sourcing stuff for, and you know, what it can handle. You know, it's hard to really say, you know, state to state, but there's building codes for everything. So if you're going to hire a GC, an architect is going to know best. Okay, and if it's a general contractor and he is licensed in the state that he's in, he as well is going to know. He's also going to know what's best for you to make proper recommendation. So you know, happy hunting, guys, and I hope you find the materials that you really want. Feel free to email me if you have any questions, you want to, you know, get an idea, you need me to come out and let the house tell me what it needs, you know. That's something else too. I probably should do a video about that. That's really, really important. So yeah, houses tell us, the house whispers, what it needs. You know, the structure, the vernacular of it, the history of it. It'll tell you. So I hope everyone is having an amazing day. Did you see my party video where I went to go see Sweet Mickey? Man, I had such a good time. I danced all night. Man, I just had such a good time. I just don't go out that often. So it was amazing to God enjoy myself. Yeah. All right, guys. This is Shamari from Providence Life Design. Have a blessed one.